Hello, Capricorn. I'm so sorry for the delay. The delay. Yeah, there's so much going on, and with a bunch of readings kind of going missing at this point, I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if they're stored in YouTube. They were uploaded, but now they're not there. So I've had to do a lot of readings over again. So here we are doing yours over again. And this is the second time I'm trying to do this. And I hope my phone doesn't cut out again. So cross your fingers. I've already started shuffling your energy. And I just want to mention I'm doing these readings as a nod to retrograde energy. Here we have your energy. Here we have the energy of somebody either coming back into your life or the person that you're currently dealing with. So whatever presents itself may be, and then you have the energy that's present between the two of you. So I'm just going to go ahead and break it down at this point, what we have out on the table, what's already come out, and then we will start clarifying, okay? So in regard to you, we have the Hermit, and we have reflection is the Hermit, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles here, the Eight of Crystals. For this person, we have the Ace of Crystals, and then we have Lovers. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, you could be dealing with a Virgo, you could be dealing with a Cancer, or an Earth sign, another Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But what I'm feeling here is that you are basically kind of in yourself at this point. It can mean separation, it can mean being quiet, it can just mean being very, very dutiful to yourself. It's the Hermit talks about meditation, it talks about being alone, it talks about solitude and solitary pursuits. I feel here you have the opportunity or potential to start something back up with somebody or start something completely new. You have the option between a person or two people. Somebody here is offering something, or there's the potential for something new to grow here. There's a potential for success in regard to that as well. And it's like you're debating whether you want to give that energy to it. So let's go ahead and shuffle for you. Show me the Hermit, please. Show me the Hermit for Capricorn. Show me the Hermit for Capricorn, please. Show me the Hermit. I'm not picking those. That's like 10 cards. We're not doing that. Show me the Hermit for Capricorn. So for you, Capricorn, you have the Eight of Cups with the Page of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Show me the Eight of Pentacles, please. The Eight of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups with the Six of Cups. I'm just going to pull the energies of these cards right now, and then we will get into the reading. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. For the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords. You have the Hierophant. Show me the Lovers for Capricorn. Show me the Lovers for Capricorn. Show me the Lovers for Capricorn. The Eight of Swords for the Lovers. With the World. Show me the energy between Capricorn and this person. Ten of Cups. So a fair amount of connection between you, the potential for harmony, the potential for emotional satisfaction, moving towards that direction successfully. But I feel that you're guarded. Either you walked away from this person once in the past and now you have the opportunity to communicate with them, and you may have a difficult time doing that. It also feels like this person, either you are offering to this person or they're offering to you. It's interesting because you have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups. That's Marcel in the background. I'm sure he's outside in the rain. The Eight of Pentacles here with the Knight of Cups. It's interesting energy with the Six of Cups as well. It's like working on something now with somebody who's from your past who wants to connect with you again. It feels like both of you have been kind of in your heads about this, but the option and potential for this to take shape is present, and it seems to be something that might be able to be pursued. I'm going to open the front door to see if Marcel wants to come in, because he won't shut up otherwise. No, Marcel. You know. Hi, Puffy. Thank you for your patience, Capricorn. My apologies. He's starving. He's never seen food in his life. So, yeah, I mean, as far as this goes, I feel like you guys are kind of in this strange standstill, not certain if you want to make something happen. But there's a fair amount of positivity that could happen between you. So, you know, I feel like in your initial reading, the one that is no longer around, there was a very highlighted point about emotional intelligence. I'm kind of wondering if that's playing out here in a certain way. Is there a call for emotional intelligence, or is that something that you're contemplating? Does this person have that? You guys have everything that seems like you would want to work on this, but it feels like you either walked away from something in the past and now you have the opportunity to resurrect it. It feels like you walked away though, you know? And this person, I don't know, it almost feels like two people deciding if they want to be together because there is a fair amount of love with each other. You know, I want to say this immediately, Capricorn. Sometimes we need to take breaks from each other. Sometimes we do actually come back and things work. Not all of my readings are like off with their head, you know, you don't deserve love. Like, that's not my style of reading anyhow. But a lot of the time, people get the idea that I just don't want anybody to be happy because so many of my readings are like kind of harsh. But the reason that they're harsh is because I'm not going to BS you. If I see something in the cards, I'll tell you. And if it's not great, I'm going to tell you. And if it's good, I'm going to tell you. And it feels like right now here, whatever's going on is that both people are kind of at a standstill. I don't know if you're having an issue right now where you're thinking, well, should I continue working or work more? Or should I change jobs? Or should I do more for myself in regard to that financial aspect? Do I need to pour myself into that, you know, in my life versus getting into this, you know, by leaving it, or not getting in it at all? And this person is like kind of the mindset like, well, do I give commitment? Should I do this? I don't know. There's kind of a standstill here with this Two of Swords. And like, I feel you have the Eight of Cups, you have the Two of Swords. I feel like somebody's left here, but there's still unfinished business here. There's still undone. It's not done. The World in reverse, this is upright, but the World in reverse can talk about unfinished business. With the Eight of Swords, I kind of feel that though. It's almost as if like you have this unfinished business that this person is, they have this unfinished business that this person is in their mind about, constantly thinking of. with the Lovers here, but the opportunity is here. You have the 10 of Cups, you have the Chariot, you have the Knight of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. Like, this is resurrecting something. It feels like you might want to resurrect something, but there are some significant logistic things that need to be pieced together. And I think both of you are doing that in your own way. I think you may be possibly more analytical about it. Again, for some reason, I keep getting like this emotional intelligence thing. So I just need to say that, okay? Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here, and then we will continue on. All right, so why does Capricorn have the 8 of Cups? What's up with the 8 of Cups for Capricorn? So, all right, yeah, so you have the 6 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So this is essentially, again, somebody from your past, somebody that you may have children with, somebody that you... I don't feel that this is brand new. I don't feel that this is a situation where you guys have not met each other. I feel like you've met each other. I feel like you guys have been in a relationship before, and I feel that it's separated for some whatever reason. And now the option and potential for this to come back onto the table is present, and it feels like you guys are heavily contemplating it because you're recognizing the potentials and the positivity that's between the two of you. Marcel, hey, come on in or shut up. Yeah, I know, Bouge. So you, for the 8 of Cups, you have the 5 of Wands falling out on top of the world for this person. The 8 of Cups and the 5 of Wands, this is basically having walked away in the past from conflict, having walked away in the past from problems with this person. That can sometimes mean not knowing or not having good communication with somebody, fighting with somebody. Maybe the communication was poor, but the bond is still there. The connection is still there. Show me the 2 of Swords on this person's part. Why is the 2 of Swords here for the person that Capricorn is dealing with? So that's falling on you now. And it's the Ace of Wands. So this person wants a new beginning. You know, feels like they want something new. They feel the passion between you. They feel their desire for you, but they're kind of held up, you know. But passion and desire, that can fuel a lot. That can fuel a lot. And maybe that might be where this emotional intelligence thing is coming in. Like, are you just thinking with your dick, or are you just thinking with, like, are they just thinking with their dick, or are they just thinking, like, not thinking things through? And I feel like that's kind of where you're caught up or hung up on. Show me the Page of Wands for Capricorn. Show me the Page of Wands for Capricorn. Hi, sweetheart. Did you have fun in the rain? You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Oh, bougie. So you have the Emperor coming out in reverse, fire sign energy, same with the Page of Wands, and then you have the 3 of Wands. So conflict with somebody, and the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So conflict with somebody who was very domineering, very frustrating to deal with, somebody who may have brought, you know, their way or the highway type of energy, but the bond is still there, and you're looking at it like, is this truly what I want? Is this truly what I want? You know, and I feel in the past, again, I feel like you walked away, Capricorn, but I feel like here you stood your ground. That sets a precedent for this person now to have to, like, be cool. You know, they have to be respectful of you. They have to change their behavior, most definitely, in regard to relationships. Show me the Hierophant here for Capricorn. It's the person that Capricorn is dealing with. So for the Hierophant, you have the 3 of Pentacles popping out with the Death card at the bottom of the deck. This person, I feel, is recognizing what they've done or what has happened and transpired in this relationship. I feel that they're willing to change things, or they're actively working on changing things. They want a new beginning with you. The Hierophant and the 3 of Pentacles can talk about furthering dates, working together on a relationship to bring stability and commitment, you know. But they've been in their head about it. It feels like both of you are in your head about it. You're turned this way with the Hermit, and your back over here is turned to this stuff, you know. You may have been working very diligently on yourself or your finances or whatever it is that you've been dealing with, but you've kind of taken yourself out of the equation. Now this feels like it's back on the table and somebody wants to, I feel both people want to do this. If that's not the case for you, this isn't your reading, okay? There are thousands of readers on YouTube and they will give you lovely readings. Show me the Knight of Cups for Capricorn. Why is the Knight of Cups here for Capricorn? Okay, so you have the Four of Cups and you have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. The Knight of Cups here, this is essentially we want to offer something, but we're worried about it being accepted. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse, this is essentially where we're letting down our boundaries. We're not trying to worry about things anymore. I'm sorry for the glare, you guys. I can't help that, but it's so dark outside. I can't really show you do this reading without having it glare. Yeah, it's letting down the boundaries even though you're not certain if something's going to go your way or not. Being worried that it's not going to be reciprocated or accepted. Show me the Six of Cups here for Capricorn. So the Six of Cups, the Hangman. So Pisces energy, Knight of Cups, Six of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer. You have a lot of water here in this reading. A lot of this energy feels like it's emotionally out of balance a bit. It's like you both want a lot of the same things, but then there's like certain hangups that you may have. I think for you, it's being able to communicate effectively with a partner. If somebody just blows off their top, you know, and they can't control themselves emotionally and they just kind of flip out and are terrible with their words and they're emotionally immature and communicatively immature, they communicate immaturely, you know, it's difficult. They may feel like they are somebody that you very much want in your life and you may be waiting for them to change or you've waited for them to change. I don't want to give you false hope. That's not what I'm here to do, but it feels like somebody here is wanting to change. Somebody here is doing that. It's like you're being very honest in how you address these things with them. And I think that silence is that honesty. Like, I don't want you in my life until you can do this. And this person's like, well, shit, I love you and I want to be in your life, but I need to do this, you know? Give me a run for my money, and I'm not picking those up. That's like 10 fucking cards. The Queen of Swords keeps popping out, though. I do want to mention that. All right, so the Queen of Swords is honesty. She's forthright. She's very, very communicative about what she will and will not experience in her relationships because she's dealt with enough bullshit. I feel if you've been dealing with the the Emperor in reverse next to the Five of Wands or the Page of Wands, you've been dealing with a potential fire sign, but you've been dealing with somebody who's very difficult to communicate with when they are upset or when they're domineering. They don't listen. They're very, very harsh. Marcel, stop. No, don't. Bougie. Show me the Eight of Swords for Capricorn, please. The person that Capricorn is dealing with. Get 2 cards popping out. So now they have the Hermit and they have the Nine of Pentacles. So, Hermit, Nine of Pentacles. This energy for them, Capricorn, is in their heads about, do I come back? Do I not come back? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Wands. This is confusion. This is anxiety. A lot of anxiety. Should I stay away? Should I not? But you both also have this deep connection where it's like there's a fair amount of love and emotional bonding that is definitely present. If somebody is not worth your time, don't do it. That's what I'm going to say. If somebody has problems and there's been problems in the relationship, but you feel that it's willing to work on, or you're willing to work on it, give it a chance. That's what I'm saying, you know, but there's something here between you. There's something here between you. And I think that it's palpable for you and them. And you may also be being obstinate as well in regard to like just shutting them out. And they feel that. Most definitely they feel that. But, you know, you do you, Capricorn. Show me the world. Show me the world for the person Capricorn is dealing with. Show me the world. So for the world, you have the 10 of Wands here. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Fool. The 10 of Wands for the world, this is being tired of the way things were, being tired of how they've treated you, or you treated them, being tired of how that worked out and it didn't work out and it closed a relationship off, you know, and now they've held this far enough where they don't want to hold it anymore. And I think they're also tired of being, you have the Hermit looking right in on this 9 of Pentacles. This is kind of tired of being alone. You know, if somebody is having to look at their ways and how they've treated people and what they do, and like they learn from it, that's also an element of retrograde energy. People learn from their mistakes. They have to dig within themselves. It sparks new understanding of ourselves. It makes us reflect. It's a very reflective, shiny, mirror-filled experience. Like, and then we have these people who mirror us back, you know. Sometimes we're supposed to be in further relationships with them. Sometimes we're just supposed to let them go, you know. I feel here, Capricorn, that you guys have a fair amount of connection between you, and it feels like both of you are torn in regard to coming back to each other. And it's for both of you for different reasons, okay? I can't say exactly what those are just because there's so many of you, but for whatever reasons, you both are guarded in regard to coming back to each other, but you still love each other, if that makes sense. Show me the Lovers. Show me the Lovers. No, I'm going to get a different deck. But who? But who? Show me the Lovers for Capricorn, please. Show me the Lovers for Capricorn. Show me the Lovers, please, for Capricorn. Why is the Lovers here for Capricorn? Okay. Yeah, you have the Two of Cups here. It's falling out on the Knight of Cups here. You have the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. This is positivity. I mean, it's continuing to go into a cycle where you both love each other. It's honoring and recognizing that connection and trying to do something about it, bring it back. And this time around, it may be more positive. You know, again, I'm not going to try and blow smoke up your ass or try and give you hope when there's no hope. Like, I hate false hope. I just wanted to be said now, I hate false hope, and I fucking can't stand when tarot readers are like, oh my God, you're like so perfect for each other, and you're gonna like get married on Tuesday, and it's your twin flame. Like, go blow it up your ass and shove something else in there, like plug it up. I can't stand that shit because it's so unfair to people like who are hurting to like have somebody be like, it's almost like toying with somebody, like go fuck yourself. Sorry. I get very upset about that. It's like one of my biggest pet peeves with YouTube tarot readers. They're like so fucking bubbly. Show me the Ace of Crystals. Show me the Ace of Pentacles here for Capricorn. Yeah, so here you have the 8 of Wands and you have the 9 of Wands in reverse. So this is wanting to communicate and coming out of their shell. Here at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups. So this is essentially energy where we are wanting to communicate, wanting to either apologize for whatever they've done, or just open up the lines of communication with the beginning of, can we be friends? You know, offering friendship, offering that emotional openness so we can connect a little bit deeper. Sorry about the glare. Show me the Hermit. So you have the Hangman. The Hangman is here two times? Thought he was here 3, maybe 2 times. Yeah, he's here for 2 times. The Hangman is here. So the Hangman and the Hermit, you're like waiting. You're waiting. And here at the bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Cups. Like, Capricorn, it's almost as if you recognize this connection and the bond and you actually love this person. But you know what? If this is too difficult to deal with, like somebody who flies off the handle, You know, even if it's what they want, even if it's maybe what you want, you realize that being with somebody like that is too difficult. It's too much adversarial energy, too much anxiety, too much confusion, too much conflict. You may walk away from it, even though you honor the bond. It's like honoring the bond sometimes is also walking away from the bond, because it's toxic sometimes, but there's a lot of love between the two of you. It's like this weird catch-22. It's literally, that's what I feel. It's like this weird yin pull, ping pong back and forth. Your hearts are like being pulled apart. Show me the 8 of Pentacles for Capricorn. So you have the Ace of Swords with the 8 of Pentacles, and then you have the High Priestess in reverse. So, yeah, okay. So Capricorn, you may end up not going into this. You may understand the connection. You may love the person, but you also may end up not going into this. The Ace of Swords here, cutting this out. You're telling, this is... I don't think you guys can see it. This is coming out of this silence, okay? You guys have been pretty silent over here. This is coming out of the silence, basically saying, hey, listen, this isn't working for me. I'm not interested in this. I'm bringing finality. The world here is finality. It's endings. It's letting things go, okay? Show me the Chariot here. Okay, so interesting. The Chariot, you have the Devil in reverse. You have the Magician in reverse. You have the Two of Wands. I'm sorry, the Two of Swords in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Pentacles. You're not going anywhere with this. You can love a person all you want, but you may not be going anywhere further with this. The Magician in reverse, while it can talk about... somebody who's manipulative, somebody who, you know, works against you, somebody who gathers information on you and then uses it to their advantage, manipulating you. It can also just talk about something not working out, something not starting anymore. We're not moving things forward. We have the Devil here in reverse. This is cutting energy that's toxic from our lives, no longer wanting to be part of it because we know it doesn't work. And here... we had the Two of Swords. Now you have it in reverse. I think this person may communicate with you, but it's also just severing the connection in a certain way, like not wanting to deal with this type of energy anymore. At the bottom of the deck again, you have the Nine of Pentacles here. So the Nine of Pentacles talks essentially about somebody who chooses to be on their own. They're not wanting to do things with anybody else or this person. You may recognize the bond, but it's not moving forward. Show me the Ten of Cups. Yeah, okay. So hang on, I've got cards. Jesus, okay, so interesting. First of all, the card that popped out over here is the Four of Cups. So the Ten of Cups, it's not accepting this offer that this person was hoping to make. And I feel like you've done a fair amount of contemplation in regard to wanting to come back. I feel that you love this person. That's honestly what I feel. I felt it from the beginning of this reading, and I still feel it now. I feel very torn. I feel kind of like I want to cry. I feel that this person is feeling the same way because they recognize the love. You both recognize the bond, but it's maybe not good together. You have this Three of Wands, like you really, it's something that you wanted. It's presented here twice, you know, here, Three of Wands, here, Three of Wands. It's like it's presented here twice, I feel like, by both parties. This was something at one point that you both wanted, but something here is not working out. And the last card to come out is the Eight of Cups. So this is walking away from it, forfeiting this Ten of Cups. At the bottom of the deck for that, you have the Seven of Swords. And underneath that, you have the Ten of Swords. So this is essentially, I don't know what this person did. The Seven of Swords is pretty drastic. I mean, it's cheating, thieving, you know, lying, stealing, just being an outright dick, somebody who does not give a shit about you. It's almost, sometimes it can be criminal behavior. I don't know if this person ended up like in jail due to their abusive behavior. I don't know if this person drank a lot. I do want to mention I was drawn to pull these cards. But the person here, this Knight of Cups, is pouring himself a drink, you know. I don't know if that's somebody who has a drinking problem here. She's got these cups in front of her and she's like, ugh, perturbed. Like she's almost wanting to turn away from the cups. I don't know if that's somebody wanting to turn away from somebody who has a drinking problem. But either way, this energy doesn't seem like it's moving anywhere, even though there's a significant amount of care and connection between you. So let's go ahead and pull some more and then we will move on. Show me for Capricorn. God, man. I've been falling everywhere. Hang on. I will be there in a moment. All right. So you had 2 cards popping out. We have separation here. And then worth waiting for. It's interesting. It's like, what I feel initially, Capricorn, is that you're willing to separate yourself from this person. It's just not working out, even though you care about them. And I feel with the worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I feel worth waiting for. It's like, you know that this situation, it doesn't offer you something that can be, it's not healthy for you, or at least whatever you experienced here, whatever brand of frustration you experienced here is not healthy for you, and you're releasing things with the Devil in reverse. So let's pick a Nocturna. Yeah, I feel like this is 2 people just understanding that they don't work together even though they love each other, parting ways. You have night sky. Night sky. So, night sky, lots of glare. Night sky. Night sky, guidance, clarity, wonder. Gazing up at the sky often elicits feelings of smallness and wonders of worlds beyond our own. In order to see a clear sky, one needs to leave the city and light pollution behind and find a quiet place in the country. A cloudless sky also provides clarity. After all, our ancestors used the constellations for guidance and navigation. Your path is clear. All you need to do is look up and follow the stars. I feel like that's kind of where it went. Your path is clear now. That's kind of been the deciding factor. That seems to be why you've been so removed. This does not seem like an easy situation to be going through. None of them do. None of the tarot readings I do. But this does not seem like an easy situation to be in. It feels like somebody, you or this person, has been deeply in their head and in their heart about this. And this person is exhibiting a fair amount of love, recognizing that love, recognizing the love. And you both recognize the love between you, but it's not coming together. And I think that might be mutual in the end, or this person will understand why, because you're not interested in the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse, you can't get through to that. Even if this person says they want to change, and even if they truly do want to change, I don't know if you want to go back into that. So, all right. I feel kind of gutted after this reading. I'm not going to lie. I feel kind of gutted after this reading. I will talk to you guys again. If you feel free, or if this reading was helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate, there's a link in the description box to donate. And I will see you guys in a few weeks for August. I'm sorry, I'm so down now. This reading kind of just sucked me dry. So, all right, you guys take care. Bye-bye.